I'm not sure about the settings yet, but can you hear how loud that bell is? It's louder. We just couldn't close the boot, the trunk. So I think in the video I'm going to post prior to this, my son couldn't close the boot, and I wonder, is the rubber, I'll just stop the car here, fuck it. So that's much quicker. Also the mechanism's struggling. That the reason it's so loud is that the boot is pulling down on it. Is that normal, guys? Can you get back to me? So I can close it. Get over it. Fucking what a face. This is the way that woman was looking at me. Oh my God. Jesus, it's like I committed a crime. The gearbox is easier to shift into. I might just raise my voice to yell over the bell. Whew. I think that might be adjustable, but okay guys, so yeah, back in the car just for a quick drive home from the X's, and everyone looks at this car. It's just too many looks. The steering's heavier. The steering effort at low speed is heavier, though it's sort of softer and heavier. I don't know. It's deader. It's dead. You know what it is? It's deader in the middle. The wheels, see, they're new wheels, but they're very low. Sort of. They're not fat round tires, but as in thick round dead. You know, the treads make the car dead off center. See, you can see here the car's far more responsive in the steering, but more weight to turn it, more effort, but it's like just less feel at a certain point, like there near center. So we'll see what happens as the tires run in. Obviously I've gotten out of one car into another, so I'm going to pick up on every little thing, but shocking. The steering effort here is I'll tell you what, I wonder how many people buy these cars and actually return them very, very quickly to get the WRX. As guys, when choosing between the two, just factor in your lifestyle. Okay, factor in whether you really are, and that I admire that, like whether you really are an STI person. Like I admire that. Like I admire the people that will go, no, like I want the economy, I want the low down punch of the WRX. Now, I hope I don't make a dick out of myself. One of the reviews I watched, which they're full of misinformation, they really are, said that this car had power steering, electric steering, and they've revised it. The guy's an idiot. But otherwise, there's another one where they say that it's got a new twin scroll turbo. That's not true. But one thing I just glanced across, and it was reliable. This car has better crash safety than the previous model. Just specifically one crash. That no offset crash. Wow, so much lighter. The clutch is so much lighter. But the effort required to turn this wheel is shocking, right? And on most cars you'd up the tire pressure, but as I discussed in my last videos, lifting the tire pressures towards 40 on this car result in the car losing its line on acceleration. Then again, most of the videos I made, obviously recently, the car was modified away from the factory power outputs and that. And how do I use this? See, they said it's going to guide me into my spot, right? So another misinformation. I was quoting that lines turn because I watched a few videos, several being more than 3, okay, that those lines turn, right? Now, I don't want them to turn, but I'm just like, how does it guide me into my spot? It's not beeping when I nearly hit the barbecue before, right? but they were on an angle. See, before, I'm sure that box was, I don't know what to say. Oh, you can't see it there. So I'm turning the wheel, and that's not moving. I'm just confused by where the lines are, and because that line's yellow and so are those. Okay, so let's have a look how this works. I'm in a safe zone now. Okay, and now as I approach the orange zone, I'm getting closer. Good way to test today with a brand new car that's, you know. Okay. Most of you with the 2015, 16, or even a 17, I guess, if you've done a lot of miles, are going to require a handbrake adjustment. And I made a video about that, not with my car, but I will with this one for you. But there's a window through the disc at the back. I'm not saying to do it if you don't know what you're doing, but they're so easy to adjust. You just don't want to over adjust it. But yeah, the handbrake, I didn't mention it, I don't think, in my recent videos. There's many occasions in the last few weeks where I was pulling the handbrake, looking down at something, and then the car was rolling away. These cars have a rollaway risk, as in the handbrake's sort of old school, like a Commodore or like a rear-wheel drive, where, you know, you pull it, you really need to give it a pull. So I can feel here, this handbrake is quite well adjusted from Subaru. My rule's always at least 3 clicks. 3 clicks, this thing is well and truly on to 4, and I'm not going further. So I'm not saying adjust your handbrakes hastily. It can be very dangerous if you over adjust it, and it binds and goes red hot and seizes and expensive. But I'll tell you guys now, these cars have a rollaway risk. There's many occasions in the last few weeks where my silver one started rolling away. It happened yesterday. So, you know, 40,000 kilometers, 30,000 kilometers, you are well and truly due for major maintenance in these cars, as in all the diff oils and all that. So that's it. We had to open the windows a little bit. The formaldehydes are making me feel like throwing up. My head is absolutely spinning. And it's not really excitement, it's just tiredness and formaldehydes. But yeah, like, I knew and I said it, but just to feel the reduction in power is like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got less power, less response. So we can discuss how we get the cob. Yeah, mate. Yep, I know. It's a different colour now. Yep. Just the look says it all. Like, you know, it's a car that stands out, but to actually, I've already seen people that I'm familiar with around the traps here, and they're looking at the car going, what the fuck? So the only reassurance I got that I'm not insane, which I half am, obviously, as you know, is from the Subaru people going, no way, bro, like, there's another car, like, there's another STI. And they're girls. It was mad. So there's no other car right now. Yes, it's a dinosaur. Yes, it is. It's a dinosaur. I mean, this car's dated. It's brand new, and it's running out of momentum. This car in 2020, they're going to say it's all new. It's going to be exactly this car with a different engine and revised this and that and a different body. But, you know, all new. No. I've shown you in the videos, like, a 15-year-old Impreza looks the same underneath. So the actual design philosophy is there, which is awesome, because it's got the DNA. See, if I had a Volkswagen right now, 8 years old, or even 10 or more, and you turn the engine off, you hold the lock button twice, and all the windows go up and the sunroof closes, right? But here, God no. So I'm not sure what settings there are, but it would be nice that the mirrors folded if you wanted them to when you walked away from the car, because when you have to fold the mirrors first, then you got to get out of the car and you can't see if there's a cyclist or anyone there. So let's just see. Turn the car off. Okay, all the switch gear feels different, firmer. All the switchgear feels firmer. Oh, cancel's hard to push. All auto, Doug DeMuro. The start button feels firmer. That is way, way firmer because it's new, I guess. It'd be nice to walk away from the car and the mirrors folded, wouldn't it? This is a significant difference when you feel the door. Actually, it's amazing what little things can do. The door feels like totally better quality because you've got this extra insert in here, and it's increasing your effort. It's reducing your effort. It's a very soft touch. That's a worry. I hope it doesn't peel off. But yeah, when I pull this, it just feels really soft and nice. It's amazing. Like, that's what they mean with soft touch, I guess. It just feels like a different door, even though it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. It feels different, but it's the same. Now, what do we got here? Whoa.